Hello, 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 good people of the internet. This is DJ357 here, welcoming you to Indie and today we're checking out the indie game Solar 2. So, I've played a little bit of this game already, so I'm not quite sure whether it's going to kind of bring in my previous stats. But this game basically... Yes, okay, so it's brought in my previous stats, so I've ended up as a small planet. Just want to see if I can basically start over. Is there any way to do that? Save to basic respawn. There we go. So we respawn as an asteroid. So this is how you generally start the game, and you start off as a simple little asteroid in a what's the word? Not dynamic. Randomly generated world. So it's procedurally. That's the word. Procedurally. So the universe that you find yourself in is procedurally generated. It's full of asteroids, planets, stars, and various different things, and also this Solar 2 in the background, which is helpful. And basically you just kind of move around using W, A, S, and D, and you kind of get momentum going, and it kind of keeps you going. And as I say, you start as a small asteroid, and the goal is just to keep increasing your mass, and you do that basically, well, as an asteroid, by colliding with other asteroids, and of course it's easier said than done. There we go. So now my mass has gone up to 4, and I've become slightly bigger. Okay, that one just bounced off me, which is not helpful. Okay, there we go. So we got 6. So eventually, as you get more and more mass, you become bigger and bigger, and once you're big enough, you become a small planet. So you can see there beside my mass number, it shows my progress to the next stage of kind of planetary evolution, as it were. So I move up to become a small planet. Now, it's a kind of a fun game. You can waste like hours and hours, discovering things, and as we've just discovered there, we've basically discovered a little solar system with planets orbiting it, and there's also appears to be life. So once you get to a big enough stage, you become basically a life planet, and you can generate life, and life decides to take the form of small little starships that fly around and shoot things, which is not exactly helpful, but you can kind of smash into them, but they are pretty dangerous to a tiny little asteroid like myself. Okay, so when you smash into a planet or the sun, bad things happen. So let's see if we can gain some more mass and become a planet, see what happens from there. Now these other, you can see there's some icons, like I don't have a cursor here at the moment. These icons that are surrounding me are pointing to various little things that you can do, and there is like kind of a story, or there's some sort of entity or something that, you know, gives you hints and tips, so as to whether that is the supposed creator of this universe or not, I'm not quite sure. Something talks to you anyway. So we can see if we follow this arrow up to the top right, the arrow itself becomes closer and closer until we find this little area, and now the entity is going to speak to us, and it's telling us to destroy the ship. So using what I've learned. So now it's just destroyed me. Not helpful. Not sure if there is an easy way to destroy it. I didn't even do that. So it's saying, excellent, you've done well, but you have outlived your usefulness here. Well, thanks. So as I say, I have no idea who or what that is, but I think it's called the entity or something like that. But as you can see, I'm just kind of randomly wandering around, doing this, that, and the other. It's a fun game, I must say. Like I said, you can kind of waste a lot of time doing it. So, given that this is one of our IndieSHORTS videos, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. So I just want to give you guys a taste. Because when you come across these kind of games, yes, we become a small planet. Whoa, those asteroids are going fucking fast. Okay. What I was saying is, when you're kind of, when you hear about these games, and you're trying to figure out whether you even, whether you want it or not, whether you want to kind of invest in it, it's good to just get small kind of previews of it. So that's primarily why I'm doing this. So as a small planet, obviously your mass is higher, so you're actually going to begin to attract asteroids towards you. So these ones are going to start moving towards me, and if I keep them at a certain distance, they can begin to orbit me. And they become useful. And if I use the mouse, if I use the left mouse button, I can absorb, I think it's the smallest one. So you can see my mass slowly begin to rise as I click left mouse button. Now if I click right mouse button, I absorb them all. And you can see that the next stage that I'm going to actually go to is life planet. So that is the stage at which you start to generate life. So you start generating those small little ships that start flying around. So now we're on the hunt for asteroids, because that's the only way to increase your mass, is to gather asteroids. Now the problem is the life from other planets starts shooting at you and stuff like that, and you start losing mass when you start getting shot. So you can very easily find yourself going from a big life planet all the way down to a small planet, or even an asteroid if you're not careful. It's very be very careful about the way you try and grab these asteroids, because if you smash into them, they're going to hit you, and I think you lose some mass if that happens. So there's a smaller kind of planet there. I don't think I can absorb it, and I'd rather not try, because that could be kind of disastrous. So we're getting closer and closer to becoming a life planet. Stole his asteroid. Okay, so there's a sun there, or star I should say. So we are almost there. I would say these two would do it. And boom, so we're now a life planet. So you can see that there's an evolution bar there that's going up and up. And you can see this kind of weird spinning symbol on the planet. I think that indicates the generation of life. So we should see, boom. Oh, okay, so we generated a shield. That's pretty cool. And there's our own life, so you can see that it's green, so it's friendly. And there's two of them there. Okay, so we can see some enemies over there. And you can see then on the left hand side there, it shows the experience and the number of kills that we have. So the longer the ships survive and the more enemies that they kill, the better. So you can also see that my planet has generated a shield, and it's also generated its own kind of ground-based weapons. And I've just destroyed one of my own guys there. That's not helpful. So I'm not sure what and grow it. What? So you can see I've lost. Yeah, this thing is absolutely destroying me. So I've completely lost my status as a life planet thanks to that big ass bastard over there. I think the entity was talking about life. So once you generate life on your planet, it can be helpful, it can also be a pest. Get away. Stay back. Okay, so that's pretty much the basics of this game. There's small little missions that you can do. Destroy this, destroy that, rescue this, become a certain size or something like that. So I'd say that's pretty much it for this indie short. So thanks for coming along. Let me know in the comments what you think of this game. If you want to check it out, if you might be interested in purchasing it, and we'll see you guys again. All right, take care.